Hi Sacred Souls, welcome to my channel Sacred Intuition 111, and let's get into this. And today we are going to do something slightly different because I would like to pull some charms, and just a couple, and just to get into the energy in general. And then we are going from there, and I'm just gonna let myself be guided to pull whatever cards that we are going to need. All right. Oh, wow. We got the angel wing, which I love because it talks about protection as well. We have the ribbon. But what I'm also getting is, I had to think of a dragonfly, actually. Interesting. But it's something being tied together. And you see like kind of like the infinity symbol. How two strings of fate are being tied together. So this is a divinely protected connection. What the heck is this? Is this a fish? I think this is a fish, and I think this is also a sign of abundance. Like this is a very abundant, and this kind of looks like a dove, like peace. Oh wow, that is a beautiful energy actually. I like this very much. I'm not sure which cards to use for this. Okay. I do have an idea. And it's a newer deck that I have. And let's see. And I just saw 2, 1, 2. So this might be relevant for you. You might be seeing this number. You might want to look it up. And we're going to use the Enchanted Path Oracle cards. Let's see what's the message that wants to come through. With peace, abundance, 2 strings, fated to be together and divinely protected. I'm hearing under the wings of love. Peace. Okay, that's crazy. Peace. Cultivate inner peace regardless of external circumstances. Oh, okay. All right. So no matter what you see on the outside, your spirit guides are actually reminding you that true peace comes actually and starts within yourself. As you feel grounded and you have faith and trust. No way. Guys, you cannot make this up. And now I'm guided to take this. What did I say that this stands for? Abundance? Heck yes. Abundance. And now I'm getting belief and manifestation. Okay. I'm actually blown. And a small reminder is to focus, keep your attention on your goals, okay? Abundance. Abundance flows to those who believe in its presence, and then to have the belief card behind it. That 2 strings are fated together. They're strung together by fate. And this manifestation of yours is divinely protected and guided. And to actually, as you shift your focus and what you truly desire, the universe will respond. And by truly focusing, it is also about believing and trusting. And as you believe in your manifestations, this is bringing in the abundance and the peace. And you will not believe this, but when I first took this deck, the 2 cards that I wanted to create a reading to, but it decided not to, was purpose and intuition. Was it? What was the other one? No, there was another one. Was it patience? No, it wasn't patience. I think it was intention. Yeah. It was about like setting clear and focused intentions, but I put this back because it was the first card that fell out. But those two cards, the intuition, trust your inner voice and follow its guidance, discover and live your life's purpose. Those two cards are also very, very important, because as you live in your purpose, as you're being guided by your intuition, this is how you create also this belief mechanism. And with this belief mechanism, you're pulling and magnetizing it into your life. This is the power of your manifestation. As you truly believe in it. You know what I kind of have to think of? Yes, this is a star, but I had to think of the sun, and this kind of looked like the moon. And it's about like the balance. And it's already written in the stars. This is a gentle reminder of you, like to you, for you, that what is meant to be will always be. It will not pass you by. It cannot. It cannot pass you by because it is meant for you. And this is why, in order to create peace, you're being asked to embrace mindfulness in your life, okay? Stay present and aware in the moment. Maybe think about, maybe do an ice bath. It's not for everyone, I get that. That's all right. But it resets the nervous system. Do a new breathing technique, yeah? Take a walk barefoot through the forest, or just sit maybe somewhere quiet, just to refocus your own self and recharge away from the hustle bustle of like maybe the city that you live in, or just the crazy everyday life that has like expectations of you, and to really hear your inner voice again. And I'm specifically hearing again. It could be that the last time that you truly heard it was when you were a child, but it doesn't have to be. You might have been able to hear your voice clearly maybe even a week ago, and maybe then everything just kind of became muddled. It could also mean that maybe this whole year so far, your mind has been muddled. You might have not been feeling like you had like the manifestation power that you used to have. And there is nothing wrong with you. This is all good as it is. Just trust and refocus and re-emphasize on what it is that truly sparks joy within yourself. What is it that you truly desire? And be mindful, is it a desire that is being fed by your ego because it's fitting societal norms? Or is it something that you desire because it just really sparks joy within your soul and within yourself? And it's something that is actually pushing you forward, and it's actually enhancing your life and not taking from it. I'm not sure whether I should take the secret key cards, but I grabbed this deck. Let's see. What might be a message from the secret key cards that wants to come through? Even though this deck doesn't seem to really resonate with no way. Okay, the only possible card in this deck that really, really... Wow. No, two cards. The Ankh. The Ankh talks about like vitality. It talks about the breath of life. And I was just talking about breathing techniques, right? It's a protection symbol. We talked about how it's divinely protected, yeah? It talks about Egypt. It talks about old souls, many incarnations, and the infinity of space and time. And this is exactly it. And yes, I do feel guided to put it under belief, because what you're being reminded of today is that you are an incredibly old soul. You have lived many lifetimes, and you can jump through timelines as well. You might have noticed that one day you were feeling one way, and maybe the other you felt like there was a complete shift of reality. That could be because you might have done a quantum leap in between the timelines. But there is also something, with a black hole. The black hole talks about like feeling lethargic, feeling depressed, being like really sad, like melancholy, like senselessness, deaths, like a soul that is being ripped apart. And it also talks about like losing courage and deep sorrow and sadness. So this is probably why you are being guided to be more mindful and finding that inner peace within yourself, to pull yourself out of this black hole, right? Because this peace, it is meant for you, right? This vitality is, this is the power that you have as you embrace the faith to create your own reality. You can push this to side, right? But with the Ankh, it also talks about like what you believe in is protected because you are such an old soul. Yeah, so be careful not to feed into like negative habits, like harmful substances. And to be fair, anything is harmful that you are doing too much of. And to really break that negative pattern, that negative cycle that you might be in, and like an unhealthy way of living, right? This is why I also said like how you should like get out and like break that cycle, like the everyday repetitive patterns that might also make you feel disillusioned. Break out of it, because you deserve more. You really do. And there's so much more for you to come. How about intuition and purpose? Is there anything that wants to come through? And I will trust my guidance that if it doesn't feel aligned, I'm not going to take it. Because I'm actually surprised that this deck makes sense. Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah. I feel like you kind of lost your path. Like, you felt like you didn't know where to go anymore. Like maybe you were drawn into multiple directions, but you kind of felt like as if you lost like a little bit of your spark. And I'm not saying that you lost your spark. No. But you might have felt like you lost your spark. Maybe you felt very tired. Maybe you were just experiencing some kind of losses. Yeah. But whatever it might be, I'm hearing you were also easily distracted. And this is why your spirit guides want you to now refocus and to really listen to your inner guidance again in order for you to really fulfill your purpose. Yeah, and maybe with Sage, you are being asked to really cleanse, like it's the inner cleanse. It's about sweating, no way. And I was talking about ice baths, but what I was also thinking, I have a place where I go to and I take ice bath and then I go into the sauna, and it's a complete nervous reset. It's like, it's absolutely bliss. It is absolute bliss for the nervous system. And yeah, so maybe you are meant to like sweat it out. Maybe also through sport, you can sweat it out, right? And or maybe you are going to declutter your home, right? Maybe your work desk. That's also part of it. And to let go of something that is wearing you down. Wow. In order so that you have the strength in order to really pursue your purpose. Yeah. And to be mindful not to crave something that you might not actually need. That's what I meant when I was talking about the ego. Is it something that your ego wants, or is it what lights your soul on fire? To be mindful there. Okay. What? I wanted... Wow. Okay. I wanted to get one for manifestation. And your manifestation is actually, and the crystal energy stuffs, it is to leave a footprint here. You are meant to create an impact, yeah? And especially when it comes to love, this is a very more self-focused reading, but when it comes to love, it also talks about feeling connected to someone without being in touch. And this is also like your manifestation, like this soul touch to be imprinted on someone. And that is also part of your manifestation. If you are craving this sacred soul love, it is meant for you, because you would not be craving something that you are not capable of having in your life. Does it have to be the exact person that pops up in your head right now? Not necessarily. Could it be that person? Yes, quite possibly. Is it time yet? Do you already believe? Are you already listening to your inner intuition? And are you following your purpose? If you can say yes to that, then that manifestation of abundance and peace is already coming in. Then you are already there. You are already there to trust. It's all working out in your favor. But if you're sitting there and you're like, well, I don't know if it's coming in, well, then you're not there yet. And that's completely fine. You might be there yet tomorrow. You might be there in an hour. Or you might be there next year. I know, triggering, but let's not sugarcoat it. And for some others of you, it might even take 5 years. Yeah, but it doesn't have to. You define the timeline of your life. It is your own inner guidance and compass and energy that is calling in, but also pushing out. And this is where mindfulness is so, so important. Do not drop into this black hole and give into temptations that are holding you stuck and in a lower vibration. Because from a lower vibration, you cannot manifest abundance. You cannot. Because if you are coming from a low vibrational space, you are manifesting lack. And you don't want that. So instead of like forcefully trying to manifest something, take a step back, regroup yourself, really, really listen to yourself, what really makes you happy, and then go from there. So, yeah, so the abundance actually comes as you also probably realign your aura and chakras. Maybe what would help with your abundance could be the work with crystals. Yes, that's possible. Maybe also connect with stones, because they have the this like primal energy within them, but always ask them for permission. I know this from a friend who is a shaman, and he actually works with like the nature spirits. Yeah, very interesting, to be fair. Maybe it is advice for you to also use the next full moon, and even if the next full moon has passed, there's always like 3 days after and before that are very potent, so that you might create full moon water with crystals and set your intentions when it comes to abundance. You can manifest abundance in love, you can manifest abundance in like material form, you can manifest it overall. Abundance is also health. That is probably the most abundant thing that we have, because we're nothing without our health. Let's not forget that, okay? Okay. I'm gonna leave it right here. I hope this was helpful. And if you vibe, please hit like and subscribe. And I really like this reading because it's very empowering. And yeah. And slight thing, be aware of people who are secret haters or even open haters, okay? Because maybe people are going to try to steal your ideas. People might want to swap destiny with you, but they cannot if you don't let them. And the only way that you can let them is by giving up on your destiny. And even if you then later decide that you are ready for your destiny, it will be swapped back. But why give it to someone who truly doesn't deserve it? And well, technically, I also don't think that you can really swap destiny. But I do believe that someone can swap it for like a borrowed time. Yeah, it's not something that is truly grounded and it's not going to be anchored. But yes, they can experience some of that, of like the joys that your destiny is holding for you. And don't bring people onto your table or to your table that do not deserve to be there when you feast. Okay? Sending you all the very best. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.